Hello, and welcome to another Model Cars and Coffee, hosted by Paul of Left Coast Model Car Builds. If you aren't subbed to Paul, you are missing out and should go check out his channel. Let's get right to it then, shall we? The first build is the AMT Ford Vicky Jalopy stock car. I wanted to build something a bit different, so I extended the frame and then used two flathead kits to create the V16 engine. With the exception of the aforementioned frame and engine, the front bumper is really the only other custom addition. It was painted using the salt method of painting and Krylon rattle cans. It is wired and the exhaust is made of aluminum tubing. It was all finished off with Tamiya weathering powders and Bragdon Enterprises dry pigments. The last touch was the old mason jar behind the seat, which is one of my early jars. They are the second ones I used. Today I'm on my 5th edition of mason jars. The next one is really a pair of models. It is the Revell 1966 Chevy Suburban and the Revell 29 Roadster kit. This was built as a what if. I envisioned this being driven around the local racing circuits with the driver making the Suburban into a camper, so he had a place to sleep when on those longer trips. His race car is a 29 Ford with a Hudson Twin H-Straight 6. With the exception of the tow bar and engine, this was built pretty straightforward. I wanted to give it a well-used appearance. The Hudson engine fit very well into the chassis, and to make it seem powerful, I added a rather large single-side pipe exhaust. The interior features a worn-out and broken rear coil spring on the floor, with a helmet, mason jar, and screwdriver on the seat. I think this would have been a fun little car to sling around on a dirt track. Moving to the tow unit, in this first picture you can see what looks like a stovepipe sticking out the side at the rear. It is a stovepipe for the wood stove that was put in the camper. To create the upper level, I just cut the top off another Suburban kit. Then I found the front glass in my parts hoard, same with the rear. I know it is tough to see through the side glass, but the round black object on the left is the wood stove itself. Then there is a seat that faces a bench on the other side. This pic is from the other side, and again we see the wood stove, but from the front, as well as the chair for the racer to sit in. Behind the chair is a small set of drawers where he keeps some clothes and other things he needs on his racing weekends. There is a bunk overhead, like that of a mini motorhome or truck camper, in which the racer can rest between events or even overnight. The front glass features one of my very first Dirt Road Cinderella decals from a Canadian friend of mine. The rest of the Suburban is box stock, including the engine. It is wired, of course, but nothing else was done to the rest of the kit except weathering in the same fashion as the others I have shown. The last one I want to share today is the Buick GSX. This is modeled after a picture I found on Google. It is box stock for the most part, and I was, and still am, pleased with how this one turned out. The chrome work is bare metal foil, and the paint, I believe, was Duplicolor. Under the hood, there is some light weathering, and the engine is wired. On the underside, it is also stock, except that I shortened the exhaust and gave it turn downs. This is one of my favorite weathered car builds. Thank you for spending a little of your day with me. Now have a great rest of your day. I am out of here. Later, y'all. Sponsor Spotlight. Are you a passionate modeler? Constantly searching for that perfect detail to bring your miniature masterpiece to life? Do you dream of building your model so accurate they could be mistaken for the real thing? Then it's time to discover VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins specializes in providing the highest quality, most unique, and incredibly detailed resin parts and accessories for your 1/24th and 1/25th scale models and dioramas. Modelers can find everything from intricate engines and suspension components to realistic wheels and essential diorama accessories, all designed to bring your miniature masterpieces to life. Are you ready to elevate your next build? Please visit vcgresins.com, and don't forget to use our discount code DRCRUST at checkout for 13% off your order. At Scale Finishes, they specialize in high-quality automotive-grade paints, clears, and primers designed to bring your scale models to life. Their authentic colors and premium products provide a flawless finish every time. Visit scalefinishes.com and use our discount code Cinderella10 at checkout to receive 10% off on your order. Edited, produced, and narrated by Cap Productions.